chat. At least they should have announced on the newspaper or on the Facebook or any social media to tell the people.
Hello and welcome. This is Market Wrap. I am Agam Bakir. The Nifty has registered its 6th day of gain in the last 7 trading sessions. And as you can see, we've seen the Nifty advance by another 46 points, closing at around 11,738. And among the stocks which are gaining today as well and lending support to the Nifty are, well, the heavyweights. As you can see, Hindalco and Reliance Industries right at the top. It's followed by Vedanta, also gaining 2%. Maruti Suzuki not too far behind. Of course, Adani Ports is also up as much as 2%. And lending strength coming through from HDFC, Tata Steel and Axis Bank. On the losing end, some weakness in GAIL India and Yes Bank, HPCL, along with well, something like Hindustan Unilever, bearing down on the index to a certain extent, but not too much to speak for. The momentum is clearly towards the gainers. And when it comes to the broader markets too, well, the advance decline ratio is in favor of the declines when it comes to the NSE 500 at the ratio of 2:3 losers. And Adani Transmission stands out actually. It's up as much as 13%. Redington India advancing by 10%. It's the same for J. Kumar Infra Projects. Pfizer and Suven Life Sciences also advancing in trade. On the losing end, we have weakness in Eros International, Crompton Greaves, DB Corp, Ratan India Power and RFS Transportation. But on the whole, it's turned out to be another steady day of trade. Let's get in a perspective here. We have Neeraj Shah, markets editor, joining us to give us an idea about how he's reading the market. So, Neeraj, what's really going on? We continue to see momentum building on the benchmarks.
Yeah, and the global markets are supporting. So, as well, and off-market saying goes, when it's rocking, don't bother knocking. Right. I think that's what people are probably factoring in right now. Don't really move around. But Agam, little to add really. It's a bit of sector rotation that's happening, save for maybe Reliance Industries, which continues to be the bulwark of the movement because that continues to rise and shine almost every single day. But you know, Kotak Bank having fallen significantly took support at that crucial 100-day moving average and has started moving up. Right. So there is some strength there. We've seen IT participate over the last few days, save for today, notwithstanding. IT has been participating after having a lackluster previous 30 days as well. So some participation at the broader end, at the large cap end of this medium, and some participation in the medium and mid cap side as well. Very interesting moves today in NBFCs, in the Adani Group stocks or power stocks by and large. So fairly interesting moves out there as well. And the list of stocks at nudging 52-week highs today, almost identical to the number of the stocks which hit 52-week highs in trade yesterday as well. So, well, buoyancy for sure. When we shut shop, Europe was doing okay. Dow futures were not doing all that poorly. Right. So maybe the party continues. Yes. Maybe, you know, we had Mark Matthews the other day. I remember we was talking about to you or somebody else about the normalization of earnings in the US markets in calendar year 19, because this would have been a year of tax cuts and therefore enhanced profits. Right. But there are experts who believe that even if it's not 20% and 10% growth in calendar year 19 for US profits, that's still a very healthy average CAGR number for 2 years, and that should keep the markets going, because the US markets are not pricing a 20% or a 10% gain as of now. So the mother market is doing well. We continue to follow suit.
Absolutely. Neeraj, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Agam.
Giving us those well, updates and perspective. But what are our technical analysts telling us about the markets? This is what they're saying. Listen in.
The overall trend definitely remains positive and strong. But we are seeing some, I would say, signs of slowdown of the trend or the strength. So I would say that one needs to be slightly cautious, but still any pullback towards 11,700, 710, that can be used as a buying opportunity for Nifty August futures with a stop loss of 11,665 and a target of 11,805 on the upside. What one needs to really understand here is that since the markets are trading at record levels, and we are also seeing up gaps and down gaps on many occasions, so one needs to trade cautiously at these levels.
On the Nifty, we have been more on the cautious side, and we have really not committed on the long side in the last 100-130 points of the uptick that we have seen. If you look at the primary reason, we have been talking about negative diversions, getting highlighted on the daily scale of the RSI, and this is why we are, opting out from creating any fresh long positions as far as the index is concerned.
Right, then shifting focus to some sectors and stocks. First sector, this is the fertilizer sector, which has been buzzing. And we have Yash Upadhyay, who's joining us to give us an update about what's really going on there. So Yash, tell me, what's the update here?
So basically, there were media reports suggesting that the government has started disbursing out fertilizer subsidy on a weekly basis instead of monthly basis, which was there earlier.
Right.
But our interactions with the management indicate that that is something which is in fact in practice over the last couple of months and is something that is not new. So we spoke up with the management of Chambal Fertilizer as well as Zuari Agro. So Mr. Abhay Bajal, who is the CFO of Chambal Fertilizer, he confirmed to us that post the rollout of the DBT on a pan-India basis from April onwards, there were certain few issues regarding to the software and the recording of transactions on the point of sale devices, but over the course of time all these issues have been fixed, and probably from the month of June, July onwards, the subsidies they've started getting the subsidies on a weekly basis. Earlier it was being done on a 15-day basis. So that is something that was also confirmed by Mr. Suresh Krishnan. He is also the managing director at Zuari Agro. Now that's something which was seen as a sentimental positive according to me, because if you look at these stocks on a year-to-date basis, they are down more than 20%. So based on that news, well, they were buzzing in trade today.
Well, Yash, thank you for joining us and getting us those updates. The other stock, or well, a couple of companies that we were focusing on, is Adani Power. And well, as news reports suggest, well, it is looking to acquire the 1370 megawatt thermal power of GMR infrastructure. Now, from what we understand, which is a Bloomberg exclusive, is Adani Power will take over about 3,800 crores of, well, the GMR Chhattisgarh Energy's loans. And this, of course, the total loan stands at around a little over 5,800 crores. Well, Adani Power will take over around 3,800 crores. And other than that, this also includes non-funded liabilities of around 1,400 crore rupees. So, well, we have lots of development there in the power sector, and we're continuing to track the updates with respect to Adani Power as well as GMR. Adani Power, of course, did end the day with gains today. GMR Infra, on the other hand, really didn't see too much of a traction in today's day of trade. But that's what we have in this story so far. We'll keep giving you updates on this one. But with that, it's a wrap on the markets. But lost my lineup, so stay tuned in the Bloomberg.